Hi, it's KCCK's Culture Crawl. I'm Dennis Green, and my guests today are from the upcoming TKM Theatrical Productions production of Bachelorette Party, or Girls Weekend 2. First off, the K in TKM, it's Deb Kennedy. Deb, welcome.
Thank you. Good morning.
Nice to see you again. And Scott, a perennial Culture Crawl guest, Scot Hughes, who was here it felt like just days ago for TKM's Odd Couple, and here you are again.
Yeah, it was about a month, but it doesn't seem like maybe that long, yeah.
And Lisa Margolin is also here. Lisa, nice to have you at KCCK.
Lovely to be here.
Bachelorette Party. This comes from the pen of Karen Shaeffer, who is an Iowa playwright based out of Des Moines, longtime friend of you and Tom's, and obviously, she writes a pretty funny play because this is the second one in a row notice I said Girls Weekend 2. So this is kind of the second in a continuing series. So for those who missed...
Continuing series. Keywords.
Okay.
That's right.
So for those who may have missed Girls Weekend 1, tell us just a little bit about the lay of the land for kind of the continuing characters.
These ladies get together annually to just have a girls' weekend at Dot's cabin in the woods of Minnesota. Minnesota. And yeah, it's just kind of course, shenanigans or she-nanigans, as I like to call it.
Oh, I see what you did there. Yeah.
So there's drinking, there's trash talking, there's, some libations and such and more, and then things happen. So things go askew. Well, we'll call it that way.
As they do. And of course, this is not just any girls' weekend because it's a bachelorette party. So somebody must be getting hitched.
Yes. So my character and this one over here. He's
pointing at Scott, not Lisa. Just
oh yeah, you can't tell. And for those just listening, so my character and Scott's character are engaged, and so it's supposed to be a weekend for the bachelorette and bachelor party. They are actually happening on the same weekend, and so you kind of hear all of that at the top of the show. But then other things go awry, and plans change.
Things kind of spin out of control.
Yeah.
And I will say, as the male characters in the show, we're just there for decoration mainly. So.
Just arm candy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We play our part.
Well, coming right off The Odd Couple, and Neil Simon knows a little bit about comedy. Kind of compare and contrast the styles of these two playwrights. Scott, let's start with you.
Yeah, I would say, Karen Shaeffer, much more, straight out farce, basically. It's doors slamming and people in and out and mistaken things left unsaid that if you just said it, that would solve the problem, the play would be over, those kinds of things that make it funny. Whereas Neil Simon, I don't want to say serious themes, but there's an underpinning in his comedies that has a little
some
more
pathos. In there.
Some foundation.
Yeah.
But farce is farce, and farce is funny. So,
Deb, anything to add?
Well, I also know that Karen Shaeffer will be with us for opening night, and she said originally she started writing the series because there aren't a lot of roles for women, and especially for aging women. And so I do appreciate that, being an aging woman. And it's always a challenge getting work, and it's funny. And, we get to do some wacky stuff. And so I'm just thrilled that she's writing for the ladies. So.
Well, how about the physical comedy then? You mentioned, we are none of us getting any younger. And
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's those pratfalls hit a little bit harder.
Oh, we do them on the sofa now, so it's nothing happens on like on the ground or anything, because then you can't get back up. But
except for the young guy.
Ones. Yeah. We have the young kids still do that, but there is a character that he kind of gets. He does quite a few pratfalls and things, and but he's young.
Lisa, tell me about your character in these plays.
My character is named Carol, and she is married to Rick and has known him since high school. And they just had their first baby, and this is the first time that they have been away from the baby and that's difficult for both of them, mainly for her initially, but then he kind of reminds her what fun it is to, not have the baby for a while. And so, she's a dedicated friend to Meg, Deb's character, and Dot, the owner of the cabin. And it's just craziness. It's general craziness. But she is the one who I feel is the most kind of straight and narrow when it comes to, how she,
Well, yeah.
but crazy in her lane.
Yeah.
Straight and narrow in the lane, but crazy within it.
Well, in a farce, even the straight men, straight women, straight people, are put into crazy situations.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I would say Carol has the best character voice in the show. So.
Yes.
Oh well, you got to give us a little bit of it now, because
I don't even know what they're talking about. I don't know.
And then some of the things that she brings up, like, that she has experienced, that she shares that in that voice.
That's right.
So, and we
yes.
cannot go any further than
Yeah,
that.
let's not.
That's right.
Come and see the
You
show.
must come.
no spoilers.
No.
Is this got to be a fairly new play? Yeah.
Yes, it's fairly new. Yes, I would say 5 years. I can't remember, but it is fairly fresh.
Oftentimes in a new play, it's still kind of, a little bit of a work in progress, but I get the feeling that once Karen finishes the show, it is ready.
Oh, yeah. She did kind of hint that she is having a read-through of number 3. Mm-hmm. So that is in the works as well. So we're very excited about that, to have more SHE-nanigans. So, yeah, and it'll be a delight to see her on Friday night. We'll give her a chance to say
Will there be a little
hello.
talk back or something?
Yeah, just so she can come up, introduce herself, and people can ask questions if they have them, or and she could just tell us of what she's been up to, because I know she's been overseas with, I think she was in Iceland, with a production. They're
really,
so
they're,
close.
They're
Same
really
thing.
loving. No, but they're really loving it in
Yeah,
Iceland.
so-
I know there was one in Ireland too. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Karen's very big in Iceland.
Yeah. So anyway, she's been very busy and very successful. And so we're very excited to have her at the show on Friday.
All right. Well, I know that we don't want to do any spoilers, but I always like to ask, is there a favorite moment in the show where you're really extra excited to have it play out in front of an audience? Lisa?
There are several moments, if I'm being honest. Some peak confusion moments. But it's always exciting for the actors, because we rehearse this without an audience, and so it's going to be a surprise to us just as much as it is to the audience, to hear feedback, because it's really a two-way street when it comes to live theater.
Well, there are some conversations that the characters have in Act 1 that you're like, what are we talking about? What? And then, girl talk. And then, but Act 2, then it really becomes almost like a mime play, where it's like, there's all this action that kind of overlaps.
Sure.
That
Kind of a noises off.
Yes,
thing.
very noises off, where you see a door opening and then one closing, and characters going from room to room, all oblivious to each other. So it's very classic farce style, that you're always like, I hope the audience enjoys this and can follow this.
Scott, anything to add?
I get to eat a lot of pie.
Best play ever.
Yes. Yes.
Girls Weekend 2, the Bachelorette Party, November 7th through 9th at the Amana Performing Arts Center. Deb, how do we get tickets?
You can go to our website, tkmtheatricalproductions.com, go to our events pages, and ticket links are on our events pages. We're also on Facebook, or you just call 319-899-3799.
Well, do not go to this play unless you want to laugh.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
right.
That, I think, is the main message here. Sounds just like a blast. Thanks for coming in, and good luck with it.
Thanks so
Thank you,
much for
Dan.
having
Thank
us,
you.
Dennis.
You can hear the Culture Crawl live on the radio most weekdays at 10:30, on demand at kcck.org/culture, or subscribe using your favorite podcast player. Watch our videos on the KCCK Facebook and YouTube channels. Our producer is Lydia Kilgore. The Culture Crawl theme is composed by Vivian Shanley. I'm Dennis Green, and I'll talk to you later.